This question comes from Roland, and Roland says, do I separate ways and build my own, or is it always this hard to work with family? In our family company, my father is the owner, and I'm supposed to take over the company in the next few years. I came to work for him a year ago. On the side, I have an import-export business that has $500,000 of revenue a year that I believe has potential. Recently, I am realizing he has been very abusing emotionally all my life, but I'm just starting to realize this. I came home to work for and with him, but he looks at me as another worker, not respecting my qualities of speaking several languages, having experience in management. He wants to make me do physical work and then tells me I'm lazy when I tell him this is not what I'm here for. Long term, I see a big potential in our family business, building up logistics, e-commerce, etc. But right now we are just fighting because he's trying to micromanage everything, me as well. Many times I am feeling I am wasting my time and potential here. My mental energy is draining, but I am the oldest son in the family and was pretty much programmed that it's my responsibility to take over the company. I do feel emotionally attached, but I feel like I'm destined for bigger things in life. So I don't, my opinion is that, this is a personal decision, whether you separate or continue working with the family. You've been dealing with this for a long time, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. We've talked about this many times. I think this has a lot to do with your age too. And I'm not going to go into the detail that I've done before for other people that are watching this video, but you've been dealing with this issue of wanting to be the boss and being the man, and it has something to do with your own pride and your own ego and all that stuff, and that's just natural for someone your age that's younger. I mean, I know you're in your 20s. I think you are. So it's a natural, man. Here's my opinion. If it were me, and I can only say what I would do, so this is, you could get 10 different answers from 10 different mentors, but I've never been in a situation where, I had to work for my family. My family was not like that. We were not entrepreneurs. But if it were me, I would probably move on and go do my own thing. But that's my natural personality, is I'm a loner. I like to do my own thing. I don't like to report to somebody else. My happiness is too important for that. So I would probably just leave. That's what I would do. But you're in a different situation. Like, you said you were programmed that this is what you have to do. My advice to you would be that if you're going to stay in this, man, it's, you just got to realize that your dad's not going to change. It's like this is like a broken record with you. You keep thinking your dad is going to change and you're going to become the father of your dad. It's not going to happen. Like, he's old. He is what he is, man. He is not going to change. You're not going to change him. He's not going to change until he wants to change and he sees that he's the problem, which the odds of that happening are very unlikely. So you have to mold yourself to fit the dynamic of the relationship within the company, and also stand your ground and just understand that, hey, you're going to take so much, but you're not going to take other stuff. My advice to you, dude, would be that you need to get a really good, maybe therapist, or at least a leadership coach. Because if you have these dreams and aspirations to take over the business, and you're going to be retraining all these employees that have worked for your dad, and now you want them to respect you, with your way of dealing with things and the way that you write, we've never met, I'm just going off of what you write and your questions that you've asked in the past, man, you have a very youthful, immature way of wanting to deal with things. It reminds me of me when I was in my early days of starting my last company. It was like, I didn't know any better. And I was like, just do what I say. I wanted robots. I didn't want relationships. I was not a great leader. I was like a dictatorship. Just do what I want and don't ask questions. And it was so immature of me. It worked, and we made a lot of money and built the company. But after I started getting a leadership coach, some therapy, and getting into some other classes that I did, I started to learn how to be a better leader. I think it would benefit you so much to invest in. You're making money, dude, so get a coach. Send me an email and I'll get you an introduction to a couple people. I think Dan, the guy that can help you with your structures and your operations, Dan would be a great coach for you. He's an awesome guy. So send me an email and please just send me an email and say, I want to hire Dan as a coach. How do I do it? It's going to benefit you so much. You're going to need that ally, that person that can talk you down after all the emotion of you and your dad and help you calmly continue to grow the business and implement new things. It'll benefit you so much, man. I'm really sorry that you're in that situation. You're a smart guy. You know, you've got such a great potential to be going through this mental anguish that you're going through with your family, man. I'm really sorry that you're going through it. But the way to deal with it is to get some people that can help you deal with the emotion of yourself. Because your dad, here's the thing, man. This video is going on long, but your dad can't make you feel a certain way by the way he treats you. You can get to a point where you can control your emotions. So no matter what he does to you, you don't get triggered and you don't get to feeling these things that you're feeling. You can learn how to control those emotions. And when you do, it'll change your life and you'll be much happier for it. So please send me an email and let me hook you up with Dan, all right? I'll talk to you later, man. Keep your head up.